we're always wearing something Bret Hart. And I'm pretty sure at work most people are like, wow, she must be like a huge wrestling fan, because lots of people don't know who my dad is.
They
And
don't.
it's like,
That's funny.
yeah.
They
And
don't
then
know
all of
that
a
that's
sudden,
your dad that you're wearing on your shirt.
yeah, no.
And
And
then
then
yeah, that's awesome. That is
yeah.
awesome right there.
Yeah, I one of my favorite stories, like, because eventually, like, if somebody does like say something, like, I'll always like admit that it's my dad. Like, I'm not hiding anything. But there's this guy that's like avid wrestling fan who I'm really good friends with now. But he even had my dad as his background on his computer,
God.
and not realizing that he's working with me. And then somebody like comes over to me and like hits me. And they're like, hey, he has your dad as his background. And it's like his Facebook picture, like he's a mega fan. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, okay. So like, what do? I think I went to his desk and I took a pair of the sunglasses, and I
That's
was
cool.
like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm his daughter. And he was just so mortified. Like, he could not believe, like, could not believe that he had this stuff all up, and like had no expectation of meeting me, didn't even know that I worked there. And then it's like, I just went up to him and he's like, we've been really close because he listens to a lot of heavy metal now too. And so, well, he always has. And so he's actually one of my concert partners that I always take
There
to
you go.
like go to my weird concerts. But like, I always think it's funny, like, to be able to deliver that. And it's like in those instances, like, I can see he doesn't want to talk about wrestling because he thinks that it's going to be too much. And it's like, okay, well, if you won't, then I will. Like, and I just bring it out of them. And it's like, then they realize pretty quickly that we can talk all day about wrestling.
Yeah.
It's funny how people like try to hide their fandom about wrestling. And it's weird because
Yeah.
people don't do that about anything else, but like pro wrestling, people try to hide that fact. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
if you like wrestling, fuck it. Wrestling's
Yeah.
awesome, you know?
Yeah, why not just say it? I
Yeah.
want to know who your favorite wrestlers are. Like, I do care. And like, I usually can go toe to toe because I think most people expect me not to actually know a lot about wrestling. So maybe they do think like, okay, Bret Hart's daughter, and like she probably knows just like the top tier guys. But it's like, I still go to indie shows in Calgary, and
Nice.
like I go and like try and see what's like happening. Like, my good friends are indie wrestlers too, and it's like, I actually love the sport the way that my family raised me to love the sport. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't just care about like the show business part of it. And like, I don't watch wrestling as much as I used to. And I think a lot of the storylines is the reason for that. But like, I did start to get into it again in the last, like, say 5 years. And like, I like the Uso storyline right now that's
Oh,
happening.
it's
Like,
so good.
It's-
It's so good.
right? Well, I
It's
even
really
asked
good.
my dad, I was like, is Jay really gone? He's like, go downstairs. I'm like, well, I just want to make sure because like I really like him.